Good evening, everyone, and welcome to an exclusive live coverage where we dive into the remarkable state of Kuwait under the visionary leadership of His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah. May Allah Almighty protect and bless him. Today marks a momentous occasion as His Highness the Amir of the state of Kuwait takes the constitutional oath before the National Assembly, solidifying His Highness's commitment to the principles of democracy, justice and progress. Under the dynamic leadership of His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah protect and bless him, the state of Kuwait has embarked on the transformative journey towards a future characterized by unparalleled growth, prosperity and global promises. His Highness, with his distinguished background and extensive experience, brings forth unique and harmonious blend of wisdom, vision and compassion, which has endeared him to the people of Kuwait and garnered administration and the admiration in the local, regional and the international arenas. Our dear viewers, it is with a great honor and eminence, a pleasure that we bring you the next report on His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah. May Allah Almighty bless and protect him as His Highness takes the constitutional oath with grace and dignity. His Highness steps into his role as the 17th Amir of the state of Kuwait, embodying the qualities of the leadership, wisdom and compassion that have come to define his esteemed age. Stay tuned.
On the momentous day of December the 20th of 2023, His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah protect and bless him, before the esteemed National Assembly. This constitutional tradition, enshrined in Article 60, signifies the seamless transfer of power within the ruling family, a testament to the stability and resilience of Kuwait's political system. The Kuwaiti people have showcased remarkable devotion to a peaceful transition, fostering a profound sense of unity and continuity in their leadership. Their unwavering commitment to a smooth handover exemplifies the strength of Kuwait's democratic traditions and underscores the nation's capacity for peaceful governance. His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah protect and bless him, stands at the forefront of this transition, tirelessly working to strengthen cooperation between the executive and legislative authorities, striving to fulfill the aspirations of the Kuwaiti people for a national renaissance that encompasses all domains and elevates the country's standing across various development indicators. Undoubtedly, His Highness the Amir of the state of Kuwait is leading the charge in propelling the nation to rise once more and keep pace with the rapid march of civilization. With unwavering determination, His Highness is continuing to guide Kuwait on the path of development, following in the footsteps of his honorable predecessors who have shaped Kuwait's history, built its glory, raised its flag, and strengthened its regional, urban, and international standing.
Welcome back to a unique coverage. In this historical moment, we witness His Highness the Amir Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, a beacon of hope and unity, pledging to uphold the Constitution and the laws of the State of Kuwait, safeguarding the liberties, interests, and properties of the Kuwaiti people. As we embark on this new chapter under his benevolent guidance, we can be assured that Kuwait is in the hands of the visionary leader, committed to the welfare and progress of his beloved nation. Now let us welcome our dear guest, Dr. Ayed Al-Manna, an academic and political analyst who will join us. And he is right here at this moment in this special live coverage to discuss the honorary moment that we are witnessing today with His Highness the Amir Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, taking the Amir's oath. Dr. Ayed Al-Manna, always an honor and pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
I'm not just saying it, this is from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much.
And when they told me that you are going to be our guest here, I was full of joyful. That's why you have some kind of a vision, you some kind of an idea. You have some kind of a wide horizon to tell us what exactly it meant to the state of Kuwait and the people from Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, the Amir, God bless him, took the constitutional oath.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me. His Highness the Amir actually took the oath according to Article 60 of the Kuwaiti Constitution, this one. His Highness definitely swear in the Constitution that he will protect the nation and respect the Constitution and defend the people's rights, interest and finance. Shortly, that he will be taking care of all the people of Kuwait and all those who are living in Kuwait. This is a constitutional requirement. Before His Highness the Amir start assuming his power as head of the state, either naming the Prime Minister or the Crown Prince, or exercising his constitutional duties. And this is the start of it. His Highness come to take the oath in the front of the National Assembly, and that's mean he now been accepted by the nation, by the representative of the nation, although he been already being called as Amir when His Highness the late Amir died. Being the Crown Prince, he been also called by the government to be the Amir, but as a constitutional requirement, he had to swear on the parliament, take the oath in front of the nation, saying that I am here to implement my duties as it being stated in this constitution.
Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, the Amir of the State of Kuwait, God bless him.
Amen.
He used to be the deputy chief of the National Guard. He had his fingers, his touches on the security of the state of Kuwait. That enabled him to become a leader. He used to be a leader, he became a much stronger leader. He must have had some kind of establishment during that era. Could you elaborate on that?
Sure, I think we all know that he wasn't on the front line of the politicians, either from the ruling family or from others. But we know that he being behind the scene, doing a lot of things. He being a military man from the policeman point of view. He also established the state security long time ago. He been also accompanying the rulers, the emirs, since his father, Sheikh Abdullah Salim afterward, Sheikh Sabah al-Salim, Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmad, Saad al-Abdullah, Sheikh Saad al-Abdullah, Sheikh Sabah al-Ahmad. He also actually accompanied them, some of them, especially Sheikh Jabir and Sheikh Sabah, during their illness. And when they went to treatment outside, he been with them, taking care and looking after them at that time. Definitely, we know probably that he been the chief of the security in general, even if he has not been nominated publicly. Also, you remember that he been the deputy of the National Guard. And we know that the National Guard, it is a companion of civilian and military. But he actually provides this National Guard with equipment, with the training, and he been very willing to make this National Guard a force should be dependent on if anything happened. And we remember that during the Iraqi invasion, the Kuwaiti army fought it very well actually, but it was too late because the Republican Guards entered the country. The National Assembly, the National Guards actually, I've been witnessing them. They were fighting very furiously against the attackers, and they actually give so many martyrs at that time. And I think it is very important to make this National Guard a force we can rely on if anything happened. He one of those people who built this kind of force.
He's the son of a great leader, Ahmed al-Jabir.
Definitely, yeah.
His brothers were great leaders. You mentioned Jabir al-Ahmad, Sabah al-Ahmad, also Nawaf
Sheikh
al-Ahmad.
Nawaf al-Ahmad.
So that qualifies him to become a great leader. Not to mention that he has a great CV. He has a great experience. People nowadays, they have a higher expectation. And I believe that he is going to deliver. What do you say?
Well, actually, if you remember the old leaders in the years, 10 and 100 years ago, they were not educated, okay? But they were leaders, whether in our region or in other countries. I think Sheikh Meshal was well educated. He actually graduated from a military base in England, and he also following the events in Kuwait. At that time, we remember in the probably 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, Kuwait was the focus around the Arab world, and also, unfortunately, a field of battles between some of the Arab countries or the intelligence.
You mean war by proxies?
Yes, proxies.
Yes.
For these governments fighting each other. Some of them also because of their different ideologies. Some of them because of the regimes quarrel with other, and they have to liquidate their opponents in Kuwait. And that's mean we need some people who actually try to control the situation and protect Kuwait. You remember that in the 80s, what happened during the Iraq-Iran war, Kuwait was the field, one of these two countries fighting on behalf, some organization on behalf of these countries fighting each other in Kuwait. The attempt to blow up embassies, also to assassinate Sheikh Jabir al-Ahmad in 1985, These just examples, actually, of that. I think an Iraqi representative has been assassinated, probably by his government at that time. And that means we are actually in danger of these infiltrating to the Kuwaiti society. But by the virtue of our leader wisdom, we been able to overcome these obstacles, and we become free of these all. And we remember what happened afterward, that the invasion which had led to the occupation of our country. And also Sheikh Meshal, Sheikh Nawaf, all of our leaders had been trying to do all they can to liberate Kuwait. And actually that what happened when the whole world stood beside Kuwait, because it was actually an independent and right and beloved by the world, and that's not happened for the opponent of Kuwait at that time. And Kuwait actually been liberated by the whole world because it deserved to be free and independent.
The constitutional oath was live all over the world. And during his speech, he took upon his shoulder and his commitment to continue the progress, to continue the prosperity which his predecessors were doing, his brothers. And he made a pledge to the people of Kuwait that nothing's going to change. We are going to move forward, and we are going to keep on living and also prosperous just like everybody else. You heard that?
Yes, that surely. I followed that, and I'm glad to say that we are entering a new era. Entering a new era, and I'm sure that His Highness the Amir Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah will lead us to a bright future. I think His Highness criticism to both the legislative and executive powers show that he is a very clear vision, and he very frank with his people, that what he had been willing and hoping when he called for the correct tracks has not been achieved. And now it is the time. He is the head of the state, and he will achieve what in his mind. He also criticized some of the procedures and actions had been taken during the late days of His Highness Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad, and now it is probably will be corrected. Some of the procedures had been stopped, but for about 3 months. Definitely the Amir now will overview all these procedures and correct them and put it in the right track, inshallah.
Yeah, before we go on the air, we were talking about things have been missed, not been done, because, you know, the illness of Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, and also the pardon. That was a great gesture from the late Amir, Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, when he pardoned most of the Kuwaiti citizens who are living abroad and waiting to serve their sentence because they were convicted in the court of law. Nowadays, the eye is all over on the Sheikh Meshal Ahmed Al-Sabah, God bless him, that to continue what his brother started. And everybody's saying, we are looking to a better future. We are looking for a better, you know, sustainability and prosperity. Not to mention, because we do not want to depend on the oil all the time. We want something else as a revenue to the state of Kuwait. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think first of all, what his predecessor done, he will follow step some of these. Sheikh Nawaf Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, the late Amir, being called the Amir of Pardon. I'm sure Sheikh Meshal will think of others.
The visionary man,
the visionary
probably,
man,
yes.
But at the same time, I am sure this is, I think, a time of development. It is the time of change of the economy. We should not keep on one source income. We have to diversify our source of income. Kuwait deserves to be a country respected by the whole world and not dependent on a source, one source or two sources of income. It has the ability to have more than that, and I'm sure if we have this kind of steam and strong leadership, we will achieve what we are hoping to achieve.
He already has that. He used to be the Deputy Chief of the National Guard. He's a strong man, a strong will. Dr. Amir, don't go away because I have a lot more questions to come to you, but we have a report to show our viewers. Before we continue with our exclusive live coverage, we pause here as the upcoming brings you some of the vital points of His Highness the Amir of the State of Kuwait, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah. May Allah Almighty protect him and bless him. In the coming special report, we turn our focus to extraordinary leadership of His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah. May Allah Almighty protect him and bless him. From his noble lineage to the unwavering commitment to democracy and justice, and we deliver into and dive into the remarkable journey of the leader who is continuously living and leaving an indelible mark on the state of Kuwait. Join us in this report, and we have a lot more with Dr. Adil Manna.
His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, as the esteemed seventh son of Sheikh Ahmed Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, the distinguished 10th ruler of Kuwait. The leadership persona of His Highness, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, is deeply rooted in the rich legacy passed down by the visionary leaders of the state of Kuwait, as well as the esteemed Al-Sabah family. Inspired by their wisdom, His Highness is committed to upholding the principles of democracy, justice, and conciliation which form the foundation of this great nation. His Highness joined the newly established Ministry of Interior, where he dedicated 20 years of his life to serving the nation. Throughout his tenure, His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, has ascended through various administrative roles, working across diverse sectors and departments. On April the 13th of 2004, His Highness, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, was appointed as the Deputy Chief of the National Guard by a decree issued by the then Emir, Sheikh Jabr Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah. May Allah Almighty bestow mercy on him. With this appointment came a period of remarkable development for the National Guard, as it excelled in fulfilling its duties and responsibilities in safeguarding the nation's security and stability. The National Guard played a pivotal role in supporting the Ministries of Defense and Interior, as well as the General Fire Force. Guided by His Highness' insightful vision and strategic approach, the National Guard embraced its new role in supporting state institutions during emergencies and crises. It became a vital component of homeland security, providing essential services and ensuring societal well-being. Over the years, the National Guard under the directives of His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, forged numerous cooperation protocols with key government agencies, extending a helping hand whenever needed. The National Guard stands as a shining example of unwavering support to state agencies, particularly during times of crisis. Its commitment to the welfare of the nation and its people is truly commendable.
Welcome back. We still are honored and privileged, honestly, to be with Dr. Aid Al-Manna. He is the treasurer of the state of Kuwait, the well-known figure in the Middle East. He has some kind of rounds and all over the GCC, and also they pick him up everywhere just to host him, honestly. Sir, we were talking, and we are still talking about the constitutional oath. Let's remind our dear viewers that the Amir took the constitutional oath today, and he took it upon his shoulder that to keep the wheel rolling of the prosperity and the development of the state of Kuwait. And a lot of us, including you and I, we are optimistic about this, and we feel that we are going to pass, and we are going to see that the end of the light and the end of the tunnel. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm sure that's in the hands of a strong leader and a very ambitious leader.
That's
who
correct.
Want to make Kuwait different from it is now. I'm sure we will be in the future. We hope to reach it, and that's Kuwait will be different from now. The roadmap had been lined by His Highness the Amir. He will actually make all of us together to work to achieve what he's thinking of, and because he is our leader, you know that in Kuwait we all respect our leaders, we all obey their instructions, and we believe that they are looking after us as we look after to our children, and that we are the children of His Highness the Amir. He is our father, regardless of the age, but he is our father. You know that the Kuwaitis always say Walid al-Jami' is the father of
everybody,
of all of us.
Probably there's a different term, the Godfather.
No, it's the father.
It doesn't have to be a gangster or anything. It's the Godfather. That means the father figure of everybody.
Well, our father anyhow. He is our father. He is our dad. All of us, and we all want this constitution to be respected. And we want all the laws, as His Highness mentioned during his speech, that all the laws must be respected and applied equally for the people. Justice, equality, freedom of express, all the constitutional requirements will be actually achieved under the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah. Development, Kuwait will be, I'm sure and hoping so, Kuwait will be different within years from it is now, and it will be a very advanced, a very bright, very attractive to all the nations, and definitely Kuwait is a very respected country. That's been inherited as a very respected, and it will be more respected, respectable in the future.
I always follow you on the, the television and also on online. You speak and you deliver speeches, and one of your speeches that Kuwait is surrounded with a very great challenges in the region. We have everywhere, we have some kind of a conflict here and conflict there. This is outside. Inside, we have the great location. We have the Gulf Sea, the Arabian Gulf Sea, around, 180 kilometers. We can use it. We have the most peaceful people in the world. We have the littlest population people around, 1,600,000 Kuwaiti citizens, not to mention the expatriates that they live amongst us. So we have all the qualification to become a great nation. We need to mobilize and utilize every assets that we have. And I believe through your speech and your replying and your answers that Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad, he is a great leader and he is going to utilize every asset that we have.
I'm sure. Sheikh Meshal, as we've been talking earlier, he is a man of experience, not necessarily to be studying all these things. And he also have a vision in the economy, and the vision and the security, and there is no will.
So a good combination.
That's right. And also he know the politics of his country.
That's good.
He know also the structure of the society, and sure, he will be doing all his best to make Kuwait different from now. Not because it is not in a good shape. Inshallah, it is in a good shape. But we want it to be more country advanced and progress in the future, and definitely competitive with the advanced country on the world. Surely the diversification of the economy it will be the first step. This is definitely.
Dr. Aida, I want you to stop on this momentarily. You said diversify the economy. You cannot depend on the oil like the ultimate source of the state of Kuwait. No, this is wrong. We have to do something else.
That's right.
Now I want to go deep inside of your brain, because you have a very intelligent brain. You're an academic and you know almost everything there is to know regarding economy. What exactly the advice that you should give the new government nowadays?
Well, I think they don't need advice. You know, there are a lot of studies has been done, and I'm sure His Highness the Amir, if he just ask his office to bring him the studies, he will find a lot of studies telling that's how can we Kuwait move forward for a new era. Definitely he will be able to combine all these elements and take Kuwait to the bright future. The most important, as we've been talking, is the diversification of source of income. And that means there are different types of economy in the private sector or in the government sector, mostly in the private sector, establishing a new business sector which is thinking of not only being agent for other countries or companies, but creative companies in Kuwait, building manufacturers,
Yes.
Building factories, creating new jobs for
New
the Kuwaitis.
This is where I want to
and the training for the Kuwaitis.
That's good. This is exactly my next point. You mentioned that we have to diversify and you cannot live on oil for the rest of your
No,
life. This
no.
is a short life. It's not a long longevity of the state of Kuwait. You mentioned also about the new generation and the opportunities when you create manufacturing plants and so on and so forth. What exactly you need to tell everybody, including, you know, the new ruler and the new government, that we need to take advantage of the new generation. We have a big and huge manpower. It's not being used. Honestly, they are, you know, they're looking for opportunities.
صح.
How do you get advantage of this?
Well, first of all, we have to be very scientist. You know, that's all the world advanced by the science.
That's correct.
And now the science brought us this kind of technology. We have to also get use of that and get benefit of our in using this technology. Therefore, I think that we must concentrate on the science, especially in our universities, in our colleges, even in the secondary school. We have to concentrate on the science part, although we don't ignore the others, literature or so. But now it is the time of science and technology. If we want to advance our country, if we want to progress, that we have to concentrate on science and technology. And that's, we must actually prepare our new generation to be ready for that. Not only taking a certificate saying that I graduated from this department, I am going to have a job in the government. No, we need him to be very qualified and compete with others, okay, in the private sector or in the government, but he is a productive person, not only a person receiving his salary and go and
Go to
have
sleep.
sleep. That's all.
Dr. Aida, please stick around. I'm having a joyful moment, honestly. I have this report that the remarkable journey and unwavering commitment of His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, have left an indelible mark on the world, with a life dedicated to serving his homeland and the Arab and the Islamic nation. His Highness's exemplary conduct and unwavering stance have earned him an universal respect and admiration. In the upcoming report, we deliver and we dive into the inspiring story of His Highness's rise to leadership and his unwavering pursuit of progress and prosperity. Is more.
A new dawn illuminates the skies of the state of Kuwait, a gift bestowed upon the land of peace by the most gracious. His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, to embark on a journey that would shape the destiny of his nation. From the very beginning of his public service, His Highness chose to operate within the realm of national duty rather than mere politics. Consequently, His Highness's name remained shining in the usual debates, establishing a background of being a beacon of solutions and a symbol of unwavering composure. His people recognized his unwavering resolve in the face of challenges, as he weathered the storms with steadfastness and grace, assuming the reins of government during a period fraught with trials, including the Israeli occupation aggression on the Gaza Strip. His Highness spared no effort to safeguard Kuwait's prestige, security, and stability while ensuring the well-being and dignity of its people. Undoubtedly, His Highness, protected by Allah, spearheads the campaign to recalibrate the nation's course, propelling Kuwait to new heights in tandem with the rapid pace of civilization. From the very first day of his ascension to power, His Highness emphasized the paramount importance of unity in confronting challenges head-on. The journey of leadership and unity of His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, is a testament to his unwavering commitment to his homeland and the betterment of his people. With his visionary approach, His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, continues to inspire and guide the state of Kuwait towards a brighter future. May Allah protect and bless him in his noble endeavors.
In this captivating conversation, we hope to gain a deeper understanding of the exceptional leadership style and approach that His Highness Sheikh Meshal Ahmad Al-Sabah embodies, exploring and inspiring qualities and empathy, inclusively and forward thinking that have endeared him to the people of Kuwait. That's why we have in honor, we still having a pleasure with Dr. Adil Manna. You have heard my introduction. Do you agree?
I do agree very well. I think His Highness the Amir is the example of the leader who thinking of the future. He want to move as quick as possible, but in a very steam and studied steps, not only just moving, but taking care of the what he has been going to do, and definitely preparing his people to be with him. You know that the leader, any leader, the leader is the person who influences others. And I'm sure Sheikh Meshal, one of these who actually have the ability to influence his followers, his people to follow step his way of life, and especially in moving forward for a new Kuwait. Not only the Kuwait we are having, we will have a new Kuwait. It will be one of these who might be, we are indicating to that in the past we were there, and now we are different in this future. That's what I think His Highness the Amir is going to have, either on the local politics with parliament, with the government, with the civil servants, okay? Also, I think he will be finding ways of employing the Kuwaitis in a very useful way. Now, as you know, that's so many Kuwaitis now working. Officially, they are employees, but practically they are not working. They are because of the overstaffing of the government civil servant, and therefore I think the new approaches I'm thinking of that Sheikh Meshal will do so. It will be different. It will create a new Kuwaiti generation who think of the future, who think how can they compete with others, even in their country or abroad. And that is the most important. Just we ask here, why so many thousands of people come to our country? Because they want to have the opportunity of working in our country. Okay, they are welcome. But why this opportunity is not to be given to our people, who some of them now unemployed? And that's, I think, Sheikh Meshal will do that, will go ahead to bring the Kuwaitis, especially the ambitious one, those who are thinking of the future, with him to create a new vision, a new generation, a new Kuwait, which will be a country respected by the whole world. Small country, but it is a strong and very developed. Let's think of Singapore. Singapore is smaller than Kuwait, but it's one of the most important industrial countries in the world. Why? Because of the first leader, who actually been the prime minister at that time, Liu, who led the country to create a new nation, a new vision. And now the examples everywhere. You can take the example of Singapore, you can take the example of Japan, you can take example of South Korea, anywhere other than the Western Europe and the United States of America. That's, you can think of these kind of developed countries and move from the case of developing to the developed by taking the examples. The successful example has been done by other nations.
Doctor, unfortunately, this is the end of the line for you and I. Honestly, I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
I was thinking that it's going to take longer, but honestly, good times go by so fast.
Thank you very much.
That I hope that I see you again. Once again,
inshallah.
honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very distinguished gentleman, Dr. Aid Al-Manna. He's a well-known, he's a national treasure. We thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
As we bring you this exclusive episode to close, we reflect on the enlightening journey we have embarked upon, the exploring the remarkable state of Kuwait under the leadership of His Highness the Amir Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah. Throughout our conversation, we have witnessed the profound impact of his visionary leadership, his unwavering commitment to the progress and development of the state of Kuwait, and his relentless pursuit of brighter and more prosperous future for the people of Kuwait. Under the guidance of His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, Kuwait has witnessed transformative initiatives that have propelled the nation towards sustainable growth, economic diversification, and global competitiveness. His Highness's strategic priorities in encompassing the economic development, social welfare, and international engagement have laid the foundation for a Kuwait that is poised to thrive the ever-evolving global landscape. Moreover, we have gained insight into the exceptional leadership style and approach of our Amir, His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, characterized by transparency, inclusively, and genuine connection with the people of Kuwait. His efforts to empower the youth, foster and culture of accountability, and preserve Kuwait's rich cultural heritage have not only endeared him to the citizens, but have also positioned Kuwait as a beacon of progress and inspiration of the international stage. As we conclude the coverage, we express our gratitude to His Highness the Amir Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Sabah for his visionary leadership and unwavering dedication to the well-being and prosperity of Kuwait, and to their Highnesses, the leaders of the state of Kuwait. We also extend our appreciation to our esteemed viewers and our distinguished guests for joining us this enlightening journey. Let us carry forward and the lessons learned and the inspiration gained from the exclusive episode as we continue to support and contribute to the remarkable state of Kuwait under the visionary leadership of His Highness Amir Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah. Together, let us work towards a future and embodies progress. Thank you so much. We have this report, and once again, thank you so much.
His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, has represented the state of Kuwait in numerous international forums during his tenure as Crown Prince and as a previous Deputy Emir. Notably, His Highness has participated in the Green Middle East Initiative Summit in Riyadh of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and presided over the state delegation at the 42nd session of the Supreme Council for the Cooperation Council for the Arab States of the Gulf. Additionally, His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, represented the state of Kuwait at the Jeddah Security and Development Summit, which brought together Gulf Cooperation Council countries, the United States, Jordan, Egypt, and Iraq. His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah met with His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi of the Arab Republic of Egypt and his official delegation on February the 22nd of 2022, viewing the solid and historic relations between the two brotherly countries and peoples. The Kuwaiti-Egyptian talks dealt with means of boosting the close relations and fruitful cooperation at numerous arenas, aimed at serving the common interests within frameworks of the close and brothering bonds between the two nations. His Highness also met with His Excellency President Abdelmajid Tebboune, President of the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, and his official delegation on February the 22nd until the 23rd for the year of 2022. The two sides had official discussions reviewing bilateral relations between the two countries and ways to enhance and expand cooperation between them in all fields to best serve their common interests, as well as discussing issues of common interest and the latest regional and international developments. On June the 2nd of 2022, His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah met with His Royal Highness Al-Hussein bin Abdullah II of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, highlighting bilateral cooperation between the two friendly countries in various fields. During the meeting, His Highness praised the important role that the Hashemite Kingdom implements, aimed at enhancing the stability in the region, further highlighting its valued efforts in supporting the Arab causes. His Highness's presence was also felt at the Arab League Council Conference for the 31st regular session at the leadership level in Algeria, as well as the Gulf summits with Asian and Central Asian countries and emergency summits addressing the Israeli occupation aggression against occupied Palestine. This journey of diplomatic engagement and representation continues for His Highness the Amir, Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah, may Allah Almighty protect and bless him, following his assumption of power as the 17th ruler of the country. His Highness Sheikh Meshal Al-Ahmad Al-Jabr Al-Sabah ascended to the throne, carrying forward the legacy of leadership and dedication to the welfare of his nation and its people.